gang, we are back at Zoli's. You may recognize Whitey Ford, the Chevrolet Cube van. I mean, it needs a fuel sending unit and a pump. I can film that if you want. If you want to see me put a fuel pump in an old Chevy van, let me know. Junkyard Digs has inspired me to share with you this high quality piece of Ford engineering. We are running the highly, I can't even say it to be funny. Okay, it's got a 7.3 IDI in it. I'm trying not to laugh. Okay, so what we've done is we fixed the fuel drain back problem that these things have. Wyatt on the Junkyard Digs video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you look right in here in between the injectors, gang, you'll see the new hoses and clips. It basically stops the fuel from running back to the tank so the engine loses its prime. Now, this particular truck has not had the greatest life. Currently, the bed is up, as you can see. Now, we have multiple safety, the factory one right here that goes down and stops it, a couple of 2x4s, and if you look right here, a great big 6x6 to make sure we don't get squished. The motor on the pump is bad, so we have checked that multiple times. I would like to take you on a tour, per se, of the high quality Ford wiring, much like they had in, and I gotta say, Junkyard Digs and the boys, if you're watching, I watched every minute of those videos, man, and I don't like Ford trucks. Trust me, I'm a Dodge guy. But man, was that funny. And it's inspired me to try to get this thing to go. So, we're going to try and see if we can get it to start. But first, I would like to show you the high quality. So, what happens, if you come in here, Uncle Bobo, it's your typical Ford gauge cluster, okay? So, let's just turn the lights on. Oh,
nothing.
She's a little warm. So if we turn the lights off, here, I'll hold the camera, Uncle Bobo. Turn the lights on. Whoa, bit warm. Okay, turn them off. So the headlight switch appears to be hooked to the temperature gauge. Okay, well, I'll guess the blinkers won't work without the key on. The radio doesn't work. Oh, so key on is overheating. And what is that? Oh, that would be the glow plug relays. So it looks like the voltmeter may be hooked to the temperature gauge. Uncle Bobo, do you understand why I do not like Ford trucks?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see here. So we've done, I'm not gonna lie, we've done quite a bit of work to this truck today to see if we can get it to start. So I am not a proponent of spraying ether and starting fluid down diesels because it washes the cylinders down. That being said, I have checked for prime. Watch Junkyard Digs video. Wyatt walks you through all that. I'm not gonna waste your time because I'm not a Ford diesel guy. Now, you have a question about a Cummins diesel, which is a medium duty. I'm your man. Let's see if this truck will crank. Okay, that's on the floor. Okay, key on, gauges bouncing. Hey, we did it! Whoa, look at the gauges. So it appears to have 8 trillion oil pressure. We're in Canada, so it's got like 50 bar and below 8 volts, and it's already overheating. I'm afraid to let the clutch out. Okay, it's in neutral, clutch is out. Oh, not a fan of the revving. Probably should wait for it to warm up. Let's step outside and see how smooth it's running. It actually runs all right. Now, like I said, gang. Whoa. Okay, maybe it doesn't. All right, so I'm gonna turn the ignition off and continue with what I was saying. Interesting. Let's just turn that off. Maybe it did lose prime or it's out of diesel. So I was just about to say, we did bleed the system and fix the return lines and did cycle the glow plugs, and that's why it started. But now it's dead. So I think, you know what? Let's just see if it starts again. Uncle Bobo, it's your turn. Get in there and see if it starts.
Cool. I didn't eat my Wheaties this morning. Oh, cell phone.
I don't even know if the clutch safety works. See if it's in neutral. Yeah, you're in neutral.
Yeah.
No, we don't have to give it throttle. I'm afraid to. I think it might have lost its prime. Or it's out of diesel completely. I mean, who knows if that gate, oh, the key.
F-O-R-D.
Yeah, found on road, dead now. Gang, this isn't staged. I was shocked when it started, and I'm trying to figure out why it started and now why it doesn't want to run. It must have lost its prime, or we ran it out of diesel. There is one trick we could use. We could spray some choke clean down the throat and see if it fires. But it was running. It should stay running.
No idea.
I'm gonna try it again. Here, let's try it before. I hate spraying stuff down diesels. Hang on. Bear with us, gang.
I'm standing back, so I don't trust this thing.
I'm not a Ford guy. This is why. Neutral. All right, I guess let's spray it. Big tip, gang. When you're spraying fuel, first of all, on a NA diesel, so naturally aspirated, you can spray it right down the throat. You're not going to hurt anything. If it's a turbo diesel engine, do not spray any kind of starting fluid into the turbocharger. Do it behind it, into the intake, just to see if it'll run. So I'm going to get in the truck. Uncle Bobo's going to spray a 3-second spurt down the throat, and I'm going to give the key a turn here. Spray me. Okay. Spray some more.
Whoa. One more time.
Yeah. Good. So I think what happened there, gang, is it lost its prime in the fuel system, or we ended up with an air bubble. Now, when you spray a diesel engine, use extreme caution. You'll notice that Uncle Bobo stood off to the side and made sure he backed up every time. There it goes again. So there's something wrong with the fuel system. We're either incredibly low on diesel or something is plugged, etc., etc. But we do know that the engine runs. I would say it's losing its prime or it's out of diesel. Who knows what the gauge is? I mean, so that gauge says completely empty. That gauge, I'm trying the fuel transfer, the tank switch. Oh, now I think what might have happened is when I was hitting switches, it went to the back tank and didn't go back to the front, because I just hit it and the gauge came up. So I say,
Try it again.
we try one more time. Man, this train. So, shift pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, overdrive. High quality automobile. All right, let's try it without the spray. All right, give me a spray, Uncle Bobo. One more. Third time's the charm.
Take it for a rip.
I don't trust it enough yet. That and the box is up. I think we'll wait till we get the box to move. And I think it's having problems with the tank switches. So while it's got fuel, I'm gonna turn it off. So now, the reason I did that, gang, is we got it running so it got fuel back up to the engine. If it is really low and that gauge is correct, and we check the tanks here, the less I run a diesel out of fuel, the better. Being an IDI, it's actually beneficial when you run out of fuel on these, because you can get them going and they'll pump it up. On a Cummins, when you run it out of fuel, you basically have to crack all 6 injectors. So there you go. I came up with a beneficial thing to a 7.3 IDI. I mean, when it breaks down, now then again, though, the Cummins generally don't break down. But when this breaks down, it's easy to get going with starting fluid.
Or choke clean.
Yeah, I actually prefer to use the choke clean, gang. The starting fluid is really hard. Ether's hard on the rings on an engine. This is an interesting truck. I would think it's a good example of, unless you know what you're doing, just stop and find someone that does. Oh, this is good. Fuse identification stuck to the outside of this. That doesn't look like the fuse box that's in this truck. This is interesting. What is that, holding on the visor? No, that's a, what is that?
Marker light.
A marker light. And
Probably.
this, oh, best economy. Wow, look at the starting and halfway for temperature. Oh my, check this out, gang. So this is factory. Manual transmission, shift into neutral and hold clutch in. No. For automatic, shift into park. No.
Oh.
Turn key to on, wait to start light goes off. Turn key to start while depressing accelerator pedal as follows. Halfway for temperatures above 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. Fully for temperatures below 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. When engine starts, release key and allow accelerator pedal to return to idle. Leaving the ignition on for over 2 minutes without starting may make starting difficult because the glow plugs will stop cycling. Reset the system.
Horn.
It's a horn. This is an interesting truck. I wonder if the clutch safety even works. I think so.
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh, if I honk the horn, look. Look at the temperature gauge and the tack. Look, if I want the tack to test, just honk the horn. Seems to be idling fine. I'm going to turn it off again before it... Okay, so it doesn't have a clutch safety. You know, I'm starting to wonder if this truck is...
A Frankenstein?
Actually... Well, obviously the fenders and doors are from a different truck. Did this truck come with a diesel? Like, I mean, the visors could be out of the other truck, right? Because I don't see any wait to start Like when you turn the thing on, you can see the lights in here.
Yeah, they're usually
Now, I'm not a Ford guy, obviously, gang. But you Ford guys out there, or maybe Junkyard Digs, look at your truck. I think yours is a bit newer. There should be a wait to start. This doesn't have one. So I'm thinking, like, I mean, it's probably always been an F-Superduty. Now, I do know this, gang. In this generation, they were called, so anything more than an F350 was called an F-Superduty. So that's obviously where Ford got their name from. Some of the old, on the newer trucks, some of the old cabovers also were called Super Duties. This thing, I would change the spelling of the duty, because it is a Super Duty. Dad jokes for days. I don't swear on my channel, but you get what I'm getting at. This thing, well, it's a hammering pile of dookie. And I gotta say, gang, why anybody would have bought one of these trucks to begin with is beyond me. So in 1989, you could get a W350 with a 5.9 non-intercooled Cummins for less money, with a Dana 60 front and a Dana 70 rear and a 5-speed. Why would you get one of these? It just makes no sense. Stupid injection cups or whatever is in them. What are they? A combustion cup, sorry. I am a Cummins trained diesel technician, gang, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about the 7.3 IDI. This is the third one I've ever worked on. And the other ones were just get them going and get them out of here. It's an awfully large radiator though. That looks like it might be fun to put in a project for like a twin turbo truck or something. I know where I'm gonna look for a radiator. Look at the size of that thing.
the Venture.
Yeah. I don't even know if it would fit though, it's so big.
Yeah,
Oh, this, I do know what that is. That's an H-pop, the high pressure oil pump. All right, gang, well, this is an introduction to the Super Dookie. We'll see you soon. All right, gang, that does it for the Ford content, at least for this video. Now, we're not against Fords. We're just happen to be Dodge guys. If you're a Ford guy and you like this kind of stuff and the Ford diesels, check out Junkyard Digs. I'll put a description below to his channel. His buddy's Dylan McCool, Mopar guy like us, Thunderhead 289, Vice Grip Garage. Check all those channels out, guys. You'll love them if you like watching us. And yeah, that about does it for this old girl. It runs. What more do you want from me, right? Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Big Easy and Uncle Bob will say thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.